Welcome to an all-new episode of Tell You Later.
Sincere thanks to all those who support us on Patreon. See the full list at the end of the show. And there's always room for more.
Mi nombre es Sara. Cuando yo no viajo, yo miro. Te lo digo después.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget.
Do not fail to hit the subscribe button.
And while you're at it, hit like.
Right now.
Hit it!
We haven't got a title song for this show, so we're singing this thing instead.
Okay.
It's really just a substitute. Nonetheless, the melody may stay in your head.
Oh, I hope so.
'Cause it's a tune.
It's a tune.
You'll love to croon.
You'll love to cruise.
But there's one thing you should know. We have to confess we do not possess a title song for this show.
Ain't it peculiar?
Believe it or not, we haven't got a title song for this show.
Oops. Hey, welcome to another episode of
Tell You Later.
Tell You Later. And we will tell you later. But first, we'll tell you this now. We want to thank all our patrons who support us on patreon.com/tellyoulater. Thanks for making the show possible. If this is your first time visiting, please, if you like what you see, hit like and subscribe. We're really happy to have you here, are we not?
Are we not?
Are we not?
That's a trick question.
Oh, yeah, I'm Katie Lee, and this is Will Ryan.
Yes, you're still
While he's thinking about it.
Right. You said so much. You guys are going so fast.
Well, you know what
I
they
can't follow
say.
all
This is the show where you learn so much about so little, and vice versa.
That's true.
That's
I'm working
true.
on the vice versa.
Are you?
Right, yes.
Well, you
Latin
look
is so
super
confusing.
nice today, can I just say? You
Oh,
look
thank
very
you.
clean and put
Well,
together. And
You know, there's a drought and a heat wave that's been going on in Southern California. True. So for a number of episodes, I was wearing a T-shirt and...
you decided to change.
yeah, I decided that's really
Why not?
probably not appropriate.
Let them see another side of you.
Another side of
Another
you.
shirt of
the
you.
Calvin Klein side.
Yes, I see. I see
Yes,
you
right.
got your Calvin Klein side on today. Very
Yes,
nice.
courtesy of Ross Dress for Less.
So, we were going to address some questions in this
Address?
episode. Address!
A dress.
A dress, yes. I need
That's
a
a
dress.
nice dress.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much. I could use some new dresses because summer, don't we all want new dresses?
Not me.
Except for, well, of course. But we're going to address
I mean,
some
casual
issues.
is casual, but that's going too far. Moo-moos.
You'll go for a moo-moo?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's right. You're friends with Milton Berle. Okay, I got it.
I was friends.
Yes,
He's no
you
longer
were.
with us. But,
Right.
But I almost did a Jack Benny there.
Oh.
But moo-moos is a very interesting word. And
It's Hawaiian.
I have a friend called Elwood.
Hawaiian. I'm sorry. Tell me about your friend. I'm so interested.
Elwood W. Delwood.
Oh, yes, Elwood W.
Yeah, I'm
Delwood.
Elwood W. Delwood, ELLWOOD, WDE, WLWOOD, and I can spell moo-moo, you know.
Oh, how?
MW.
I think it's M.
Goodbye.
I think it's just M-U.
I believe you're wrong.
Moo-moo, like Pupu. Nope, they have poo-poo trays in Hawaii, too. They're like
Really?
appetizers.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
they like their used
Do they have
in
geckos
Hawaii,
on the
I
ceiling?
believe. Yes,
They have geckos on the
Now,
ceiling.
there's a song. There's
Geckos
a
on the
cowboy
ceiling
song. Have you written
And
it yet?
poo-poo on my plate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. We try to keep a high level here.
Geckos
but-
on the ceiling. Okay. All right. So I know that's not public domain. It's not copywritten or whatever.
Well, now it is.
What are the rules? Like
What are the rules?
What the things I can't
Generally
sing?
speaking, in the United States of America, if a work was published before, I think is it 1969 or 76? I can't remember now.
Can't sing it. You can sing it.
It was published before a certain year. It had a 28-year life. A copyright had
Shelf
a 28-year life with a 28-year extension if you filed for an extension. Then, around 1979 or so, they extended that to 75 years total.
Oh.
And now
I just meant, what do you call it?
What do you call what?
Like, is it a statute of limitations, or what is there a name for things you can't sing?
It's named for things
You can't sing without paying people or getting
Yes.
sued.
Well, you could call it.
Want a mint? Would you like a mint?
Now there's a homophonic
This is a
ambiguity there.
lifesaver.
If you say "got a mint,"
Okay.
I don't know if somebody
Are
said
these
"got a
the
minute."
kind- these aren't the
or
kind that,
Would you like to have a mint?
that sparkle in your mouth?
Really?
In the closet? I don't know if they are.
Oh, they
but-
glow in the dark.
I was trying to tell you that
I don't
this
know. Are they
girl,
radioactive? This curl? You were
the
talking-
girl on
Oh,
the
okay.
airplane told me if you suck on these mints, you
Mm-hmm.
don't get nauseous on the airplane.
Hmm. Now I don't know if they're allowed to, but they call these lifesavers.
I already did. Oh, you don't know if they're allowed to because they really won't save your life, so it could be false advertising.
It could be, yeah. But they're shaped like the things that are called lifesavers
They
on
are
boats.
shaped, they're mini lifesavers. You could save small insects with those.
Really?
Yeah, if any insect is drowning. Or perhaps a mouse, a tiny mouse.
A very tiny mouse.
A grasshopper.
Minuscule. Do you say minuscule or
Hey,
minuscule?
you played a grasshopper recently with me in a
Oh, that's right.
Abide app.
And I played a cockroach in an American Tale.
Did you?
Right.
So you've
that
got
was right
insects.
after I played a giant in Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Whoa,
So,
is that like mess
wow.
with your head? Or your voice?
Naturally.
Oh, you've got your new Tell You Later tote bag.
Cute. I love it.
Did you get that at Merchulator?
I sure did. It's so
Merchulator.com.
cute. Look,
Super
tell
cute.
ya later bag, and it's got
Awesome.
everything in it.
Do
I
they
got-
have hats?
And also I played, it was funny because around that time I did the voice of
Was it?
Conan for Universal for something.
Really? Okay, all right, stop.
Conan the
Wait,
Barbarian, I
time
should
out,
explain.
time out.
Uh-huh.
Let's hear the cockroach.
Oh, yes, boss. Oh.
Very nice.
He's like a pocket calculator.
And what does Conan sound like?
My crumb, this deed shall not go unavenged. The sword of Conan will see to that. Something like that.
Well, I thought Conan was Schwarzenegger.
In one film, yeah.
Oh, but not in all of them.
No, he's a
Okay.
barbarian. He didn't have it.
Wow, yay,
Deutschland
thank you
accent.
for sharing that with us.
So,
So hold
but
on.
at the same time, I was Ziggy and I was some other crazy thing.
What does Ziggy sound like?
Well, basically like me.
Like you?
Yeah, like I think I do. Mm-hmm. And that's Ziggy, America's
pitched
Lovable
up.
Loser from American Greetings.
Uh-huh.
Tom Wilson. Mm-hmm. Tom Wilson, the cartoonist.
Uh-huh.
And Tom Wilson Jr. now, the cartoonist. Not Tom Wilson, the actor, who was in that trilogy.
Okay, so, Will, we got a letter.
The trilogy being Back to the Future.
Oh.
Back to the Future!
Oh, wasn't he Biff? Mm-hmm. Oh, he lives near here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I met him. He doesn't live
He's
that...
an artist, too.
Is he?
I believe so.
He lives, not in the South Bay area here.
I never met him, but I just put a mint in my mouth.
Uh-oh.
Should I crack it?
I don't know.
Wow.
Ooh, there's some ASMR. If you missed it, we did an episode of sounds. So please go back and check that out if you're into sounds of things, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we did that. So we're going to talk about some things that we've done and that we're going to do today.
You made a list of things
I did.
that we're supposed to cover.
List. Okay.
Well, wait.
List. Whoop. Oh, we've done that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
My real estate agent would not be a good
Okay. So
boat person
the very first thing I
because she's
want to
always
do.
listing.
Wait.
I don't really have one, but
Hold on. Okay. So, someone asked, you might as well address this right off the top, right off the bat before you go someplace else. Why have we decided in season 2 to, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Why have we in season 2 cut our shows a little bit shorter and sent people to Patreon.
You mean on
Support-
YouTube?
On
Actually,
YouTube.
the shows are longer than ever now.
Yes, our shows are
And-
longer than ever, but we're only putting a portion of them on YouTube for free.
Yes.
And on Anchor, I believe, too, is just that same portion that's on YouTube is for free on Anchor FM.
And
Splain.
Splain?
Splain.
I got some splaining to do?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If you don't get that reference,
That's okay.
We'll tell you later.
We'll tell you later.
at the end of the show.
All right, but right now, let's...
I'm gonna write that down
let's
so we don't
explain
forget.
that out. Okay, wait, while Will's taking notes, I'll just say that
Yes.
when we started out, we wanted this to be a
Oh yeah, we decided to do a show.
Patreon-supported
Yeah, a lot of people had suggested, especially our crew of one, who'd been suggesting it for a long time.
Some people said, go jump in a lake. Some said, go start a show.
Right, and you weigh advice that you get.
Yeah, we figured that was a lot healthier
Yeah, the lakes around
and
here.
a lot closer. Yeah,
Yeah, right,
okay.
right. You have to drive over to the lake.
Yeah, far away lake.
But anyway, we decided. Well, my thinking was.
Yes.
Seems like every kid in junior high is doing what they call a podcast or YouTube show or something like that. So it's kind of a crowded field. And then I thought, well, if everybody else can do it, we could do it too.
Chances are good.
And there's a pandemic going on, and we're all part of the same little pod
Right.
of people.
Not
So-
to be confused with podcast.
Not at all.
Different.
No.
Totally different.
So maybe we should do
sort of
that.
like whales.
Whales?
Whales go in pods.
Oh, I thought you meant the country.
Okay, so staying on task, staying focused. So yes,
Which
we
is our
decided-
specialty, by the way.
We decided
If
to
you
do
haven't
this
noticed.
show, but
Yes, but my thought was, well, let's do it for 6 months and see how it goes. Because as it turns out, it's kind of expensive to do these shows. And I mean, just the simplest show, you have to pay for this and pay for
and
that.
our crew of one works like 40 hours a week to put this on.
and when she
so
says like 40 hours a week,
it's very
anywhere
much
from 39 to 47.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So he spends a lot of time putting it together, and we're hoping that by spending this much time doing our show, that it does take a lot of time out of our day, that we'll have some remuneration and be able to pay our bills. Did I say that word right?
Remuneration?
Remuneration.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Superman or Superman.
If you know
Because
how to say that.
On the Superman radio show,
Mm-hmm.
the announcer, Jackson Beck, would say, Superman.
Super.
But the guy who did the commercials always said Superman.
Okay.
And most of the people in the stories said Superman.
And not being Superman or
Right.
very wealthy. This
And by-
is an endeavor we have attempted to make in order to, create some extra funds and pay the bills.
I just have to say, by
Yes.
remuneration, I would go with the first one.
Remuneration?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like
Well, we
munitions.
can- I'll look it up while you explain.
By that, Katie meant money or
So we have three
financial
tiers.
return.
We have 3 tiers. We should just
Yes,
mention.
and which is why we're so grateful to everybody who's a
Yes.
patron on Patreon.
At this point in time, and things may change, we have a $3 a month tier where they get to hear the whole show and they get some bonus stuff. We have a tier 2. Well, the tier 1, we call them our oddity tier.
Yes, and you could read all about this on
Audios.
patreon.com/.
They're audios? Oh, sorry.
I just
audios.
said they could read all about it on patreon.com.
Yes, they can.
We don't have to go into that.
Right, but I'll just say, so it's as low as that. So please consider, check it out, and that's why we've decided to put some on YouTube for free, and the rest you
So
can
people
watch
know about it.
all kinds of things on Patreon, not just the rest of these shows, which will probably an extra 15, 20 minutes, who knows, 5 days, something like that. And you also get extra bonus material, some other extra shows for our 3rd tier patrons. Actually, they get to see a show called Welcome to Later. Thank you so much to all you patrons who help us out there. We really appreciate your support. Thank you, everybody who's buying merch on Merchulator. Go to my website, katielee.com, and see there's all kinds of cool stuff. And you can see it there or on Merchulator.com. And also those who listen on Anchor, I want to shout out to you guys because I know there's a bazillion of you out there who listen and really appreciate you too. With Ganilla and Glastonbury.
You gotta warn me.
Sorry.
Glastonbury Tor Smythe.
Glastonbury Tor Smythe.
2 Y's.
But speaking of our third tier Audissimos, I just want to say we have some Audissimos and some other patrons who have been supporting us. Will, did you know this? For 6 months now.
Oh, from the very beginning.
From the very
Yes.
beginning.
I think there are 3 or 4 people who were there
Yes,
at the
there are.
very, very, very beginning.
And so we want
And still
to
are.
let them know. We want to call them out because we appreciate them. We have Hunter Adkins, Snowman Vocals, right? We have Hannah
And the Whittemores.
and the rest of the
The
Whittemores.
famous folk group.
We have Abby Kurtz
Because they're all folks. Abby Kurtz.
and Brittany McGarry.
Yes.
So they've been
So
supporting
thank
us
you,
for so
all of you.
Not only are we saying thank you right here, watch your mail because we're going to be sending you a special thank you gift.
Yes,
So,
we are.
Yes.
And I hope you have a lot of hay.
Thank you so much. Oh,
People just love ponies, don't they?
they do. They
Yeah.
love ponies.
But it won't be a pony. But
Probably not.
we're not allowed
Unless
to
you
say
drew a pony.
well,
Could draw a pony.
I
'Cause
could draw a fly.
You're really into. Yes.
and certainly mosquitoes.
Okay, me too. Man,
Yeah.
I've been getting bit like crazy
I
lately.
first heard couldn't draw a fly from my then business manager, Stan Polly, who, because I had a rock band, and he was talking about one of his clients
What was the name of your rock band?
at the time. I can't remember, but
Okay.
at the, he represented Lou Christie, and Lou Christie had a number of hits, and we're going to
Would
back.
that be Lou Christie of the Christie Minstrels?
No.
Oh,
No, the
Different
Christie Minstrels
Christie.
were back in the 1890s and 1910s and
Oh,
1920s.
really?
Yeah, there was something called the New Christie Minstrels that you're probably thinking
was
of.
he from the New Christie Minstrels?
No, he was not. But
Okay. I'll have some water
the
now.
New Christie Minstrels were from the 1960s, and I'm guessing it was a group formed by Randy Sparks, but I really don't know.
Well, that's a good
And-
guess, I'm sure.
And a lot of people were in it.
What do they say? A miss is as good as a hit. A guess is a miss is as good as a mile. A mile. Okay.
It depends. I mean, if you're a lonely
Or
bachelor, a miss is not as good as a mile.
Is as good as a smile.
It is.
I missed you. Okay.
Where were we?
Christy.
Oh, so
a fly.
he
Hitting
was
a fly. Drawing a fly.
Anyway, Stan Polly was referring to a certain client, and he said in some towns he can't even draw flies, but in places like Pittsburgh, where he's from, he's a gigantic star.
Wow. And being an artist, you started drawing flies immediately.
I thought that was an unusual expression.
Excuse me. I'm having a cough.
Hey, that was my line.
Sorry.
Oh man,
All right.
these actors.
So hey, and there's something else that I wanted to share with our
Something else?
some.
You didn't say that, but or something else.
It's just what you just listen.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm listening.
If you watch our shows, I don't know if people out there realize, but there are little fun Easter eggs at
There
the
are.
end after the credits. So if you've been watching our show but haven't watched past the credits,
There's literally an Easter egg.
well, no, there's
Oh, okay.
that's an expression. It means there are little surprise endings.
Yes. When did that expression start? About 10 years ago? Do you think?
Oh no, I think a lot longer than
Really?
that. Yeah, because Easter's been around since a long time.
But used in this way.
No, I
Or
think
used in
no
this
longer
wise.
than that. It's just because we're old. Our time is condensed for us. We think things
I don't know. And
happened.
I don't happen to have a computer here, so I can't look it up.
Well, we could. I can
Yes,
look it up on
type-
my phone.
Well,
Okay. I
does
can
this
do it.
Really?
This works the
Okay,
same thing as your
type
computer.
in define Easter egg Merriam.
Define Easter
Egg.
egg. But it's that's not what you mean.
MERRIAM.
Airplane.
Ah, yes.
Define Easter egg.
The plane of
No.
thought.
It's an unexpected, number 2, an unexpected or undocumented feature in a piece of computer software or on a DVD, included as a joke or a bonus.
Okay, so,
That's what
so
I'm talking
scroll down
about.
and find out when this usage was first noted.
Okay. My nose
Is this
stuffy.
Merriam? Merriam-Webster?
This is
I was gonna-
Oxford.
I don't know if they do that. Merriam-Webster
so
does
what
provide
does
it.
the phrase Easter egg mean?
We know what it means.
We know what it means. Here's Webster.
Merriam. Oh, good. No, it's Merriam. Anybody could use, by the way, if you want to publish a dictionary, you could put out a Webster dictionary because there's no trademark on it.
Okay, first.
But Merriam-Webster is a trademark.
Well, the first known use of Easter egg was 1572, but that's the first Easter
As
egg.
an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, well, does it say Easter egg? I don't think, somehow they know that thing started in 1572, but they don't seem to know when the DVD
They're
Easter
keeping
eggs.
mum.
Keeping
What,
mum.
they're holding out on us?
I don't know. It
What's
doesn't
going
really
on?
say.
So you can't scroll down.
Well,
First known
You can.
in sense 1, but we want sense 2.
Sense 2. We need some sense.
Yes.
Let's make some sense.
We
which is
demand sense.
What we're talking about with the patrons. We want some sense. Okay, let's see. Easter egg, dictionary entries. This could get boring.
Yes.
Miriam, well, somebody look it up. Let us know in the comments below,
Anyway,
please.
I just want to say,
Ain't nobody got time for this.
This is another endorsement of somebody who's not a sponsor, but Merriam-Webster has an entertaining website. And they perforce moved into the modern age. I used to love getting, say, the Random
Perforce,
House.
you mean they force themselves into
No, just
the
out of
modern
necessity.
age? Oh, out of
Out
necessity.
of necessity. So I used to love getting the Random House third unabridged thing. I got it once or twice, maybe the second and the third, and I always had
Are
it
you
next
talking
to
about
me.
dictionaries?
But now
you don't
it's
get them yearly. You don't have a subscription to the dictionary, right?
No, I don't.
No, I didn't think so.
Do you know what OED means?
OED, yes, Oxford English Dictionary.
Yes, which
Yeah,
is
I do know that. As a matter of fact, I used to go into the basement of the library at San Francisco State to get out the big Oxford English Dictionary and look things up.
Yeah. Well, ho 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 hee 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 tee hee hee.
Yoo-hoo!
Chortle.
Okay, so put that in your smoking pipet. As my mother would say.
Really?
Oh gosh, she had an expression for everything. I'll tell you what. And then throughout the rest of this show, everything that I think of, that is something she would say. I will blurt it out.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'll be in blurt mode.
And I'll be the blurt.
You'll be the blurtee, and I'll be the
guess so.
blurter.
And if you want to know any more, tell you later.
Tell You Later is a Patreon-driven entertainment show. So what are you waiting for? Come on over, join us at patreon.com/Tell You Later.
So, I'm just going to have to look elsewhere. Thanks for your help. What?
The bushes. Did you check the bushes?
Oh, why would you go over here?
Anything's possible.
Think the wind blew it?